fool.
Okay. Hola cholas! The bitch is fucking back. Happy Halloween, micas. This is the first, I don't know how many I'm gonna fucking do because I don't even know if I got fucking time to film any more than this. So if this is the only one that I put up, congratulations, you guys viewed it first. Today I'm gonna be coming at you with this Snapchat chola look. The Snapchat filter looks a little something like this. This is a picture of me with the makeup actually on. I got a lot of requests on this look, so I'm gonna be doing it. And don't mind that I want chocolate, I just really want a chocolate latte. Anyways, if you guys want to learn how to do this tutorial, just keep on watching me, guys. Okay, cholas, so the first thing we're gonna have to do is cover up our brows. I know you guys have probably seen me do this in the Firebird tutorial, so if you guys want to check back to that, that's cool. If not, right here I'm gonna go through it really quick. Basically, I just took a glue stick and I ran it through my brows like all crazy, and then I brushed up my brows and made sure they were laid really flat, and then I just kept kind of layering on the glue and letting it dry in between applications, I guess. That way that my eyebrows were really down, and then at the very end you can see here that I'm taking like a huge glob of the glue. What I really did is I got the edge of my brush and then I was rubbing the top of it, so it kind of warmed it up so it was more sticky, and I got that big glob and then I patted it on my brows that way so it can make like the final seal, pero final seal. So we already have one eye done because I don't know exactly what I was gonna do, so I had to practice, okay? Now that we covered our brows, because I'm not gonna shave off my real brows, okay? That's not the answer. So I'm just gonna get a little 99-cent sponge and I'm going to pack it on my eyebrow like that. And we're just setting the glue, okay? Because if not, the glue's gonna run off and you're shaking your culo at the Halloween party, okay? So just pat it. We're looking better already. And then you're gonna let it bake for like 3 minutes. Okay, that was 3 minutes, and you're just gonna slide everything up, okay? Now for our Snapchat chola, she has really strong brows, so that's what I'm gonna do. Because I didn't want to go right in with my dip brow, like I would have messed up a lot. I'm gonna use this little NYX Suede pencil in the color, who cares? I don't care about the color, it's light brown. And I'm just gonna sketch out my brow in the shape that I want, okay? This is the easiest way to do it. Also, I learned from a lot of other YouTubers that because it's light, if you mess up, it's easy to wipe off. So in my chola's brows, they kind of go higher here, so I'm just gonna go like that, pero symmetry, and put a dot like that. Boom. So it's just kind of like a connect the dots game, okay? So like that, and then I see that my tail over here, I'm gonna go directly and put it right there. Alright, now we're gonna start sketching. So sorry if my mirror's in the way. I can't see if, you know, I don't have it right there close. That looks about right, okay? So yeah, I'm just gonna continue sketching. Pero I'm not an artist, but the only thing I can actually get right that Picasso didn't was brows. Notice how the front end of the brow is a little thicker than the edges. So I went thick, and then you have to go thinner in the center. And then just connect that shit in the point. And now it looks like an upside down Nike sign. And obviously fucking color it in right now. Duh, stupid. By the way, this tutorial doesn't have to be perfect, okay? I know that everybody else isn't like me, but you know, just try. It doesn't have to be perfect. And that filter, it wasn't perfect, so yes. Now, because there was like a lot of cracks, well, because of the hairs that I glued down, you have to get a nice fluffy brush like this. Instead of the Snapchat filter, I used there was kind of like a honey brown, like caramel brown, and there was a caca brown. So I mixed those two to get the color that I got on my brows. Wait, I forgot. I have to color it in with dip brown first. Now to give my eyebrows some good definition, I'm taking this Morphe M cuarto cero 9 M409. Yeah, I know Spanish. Okay. My mom always says that I'm pocha, but guess what? Your pocha looks, bitch. And now I'm gonna take Anastasia Dip Brown in the color chocolate. And this little brush, and I'm gonna color it like that. So how are you cholas doing this Halloween? Good? Me and Vato are gonna go and have a good ass time in the barrio. Drinking Mickeys, you know, dancing like that. It's gonna be so good. Okay, now here's what we're gonna do. So I kind of fucked up the process because I would have put like my super thick foundation over my brow, my black ass brow, and then put my eyeshadow primer. But I'm just gonna experiment and see what fucking happens, you know what I mean? Shit happens in the hood, and you guess what? You have to roll with the punches and take it for what it is, okay? So knowing me, I'm just gonna go straight in with my soft ochre paint pot by MAC, okay? And this little $1 elf brush, that's my fucking favorite. Fuck all you foo-foo bitches who be using like $25 MAC brushes. You could suck my chola ass. And guess what? Okay, so now we're gonna be cleaning. Yeah, so I did really fuck up. I am gonna... Okay, so I try to just go straight in with my eyeshadow primer, but that's not going to work. So I have to go in with my foundation. So let's pray to Jesus that this works. Ooh, that one came out really mean. That one says, try to run up in my hood and act like you're a badass bitch. Try again, ho. Yeah, this one's real mean. Let that bitch come up to me and be like, what'd you say? Gay? Just a little tip, when you're covering it with your foundation, make sure you brush up because you don't want any of that glue to start separating and then you look like a dumb bitch. Don't forget to clean up the top of your brows again. By the way, in case you guys are wondering, this thick foundation is the makeup forever. Oh my god, Mija, that was tiring. Just one brow. I don't even know what to do the rest. I got a paper I have to write. Pobrecito Mark, I know he has homework too. Yeah, I got another essay that's waiting for me later. Drew called me. Alright, mijas. So now that I put down that foundation, I'm going to set it again just one more time because we really don't want anything moving anyway. To set our eyebrows, we're gonna have to go in with another brown color, okay? And like I said, I went in with that like burnt churro color and then more of like a honey, como se dice, like more of like a chestnut, like the güeras would say. I don't know fucking chestnut. They don't got chestnuts in Mexico. Stupid ass bitches. Or do they? Anyways, so yeah, so I'm just gonna be patting this on, okay? Like I said, it's just to set the dip brown so it doesn't slide around. And that's pretty much all you have to do. Give it a few taps and call it a damn day, mija, okay? No one's gonna come up to you in the party and be like, bitch, you didn't set your brows. Like, bitch, yes, I did. Back up. And your breath smells like fucking huevo going up in your mouth before you talk to me. Next time, get a chicles from the side of the road. Now I'm gonna dust off that powder. And now we're gonna go in with the soft ochre paint pot. And I'm basically just recarving out my brows. This is only so that when I put the white down later, that it comes out really clown white. You know, like I'm not gonna be fucking around all day trying to pack the white on and making sure that it has pigment. Stupid. And like I said, make sure you make those upward strokes so your glue doesn't start to come off just on your part of your brow that you laid down with glue. Obviously, you're not that stupid. I think a little bit of mine is coming off, but you know what, Mika? The show must go on, okay? Oh yeah, it's definitely coming off. Whatever. I ain't mad. You think I'm mad now? While I'm putting down my eyeshadow primer, I'm gonna tell you guys about this little story that I heard this stupid ass little kid talking shit about Carson, okay? So I was at Starbucks this weekend, you know, minding my own business, writing my physics lab, and then there was these little boys next to me. Obviously, they got dropped off by their moms. And then they came and they sat next to me, and I was like, you know, it's okay. I don't mind if people talk next to me. Like, I'm not that bitch where I'm like, shut up, because I need to study. Anyways, so then this little boy was like, oh yeah, me and So were mad when we were going to your house the other day. And then he was like, why? And he was like, well, it was all ghetto and it like the streets looked dirty and stuff. Like, were you supposed to go to Torrance High? And he was like, no, like my address is actually like I could go to Carson or Narbonne, but it was like, he's like, my neighborhood isn't that ghetto. And the other little kid was like, yeah, right. When me and So were driving over there, we were like, should we go back? Like, we're fucking scared. Like, it looks like gangsters live here. And then in my fucking mind, I'm like, okay, bitch. Like, I know that I'm in Torrance and, like, you know, there's obviously gonna be people from Torrance at that Starbucks, but I can't deal with that, okay? Don't be talking shit like our streets are dirty. We know. You don't have to tell us our streets are dirty, okay? It just goes to show that, like, you know, you shouldn't really judge people from where they live. Like, yeah, that little boy, yeah, he did live in the ghetto, but guess what? He was there studying like AP US history just like you were. Okay, so he's not stupid. Okay, I'm tired of that. I got mad. I was a little mad. I was about to say, bitch, I'm from Carson. Now, to get the super chola black, you can't just put on a black eyeshadow and expect you to look like me, okay? So what I went in with MAC's Feline pencil, and I'm gonna use this kind of as this own eyeshadow primer, but the trick is when you put it on, you have to work fast. So watch, because it starts to dry and we don't want that. So you're just gonna like put little dots like that, and just to cover your eyelids, and then we're going to wipe the black. We wanted to go to where our natural eyebrow is, so don't be afraid to pull it up a little. And this eyeshadow look from the filter, it didn't look too clean. And now your base is pretty much put on. Now for the fun part, it's the shading and the rest of the eyeshadow. Okay. Okay, so I don't really know how to say this, but you could probably already tell by the fact that my whole eye is done. And the last thing you saw was just black on my eyes. Excuse me, I'm trying to record. So here's what happened. I stopped recording the camera because I didn't know that it turned off. And then Mark didn't catch it because he was editing another video. So I'm just basically gonna try to explain what it is because it's really only 3 colors, so it isn't that hard to explain. But I just wanted to apologize that I didn't have the footage to explain it. But I'm gonna try my hardest to do what I can so you guys understand, okay? Like I said, lo siento, I am so sorry, and I'm just sorry, and here we go. So I'm just gonna show you guys my reference picture because a big thing with recreating looks, you need to have a reference picture. So I actually took a picture of my beautiful self with the filter on about a couple days ago, so I'm gonna show you what I mean by the color layout and everything that I got on my eyes right now. Okay, so after I had put down that black base, I just went in with the black eyeshadow. So when you're putting in the shadow, you're gonna make it so that here in the center of your eye it's gonna be rounder, and then it's gonna have a wing like that. Okay, so basically I made it around right here and then a wing. Also, what I did to pull out the wing and make sure I had a good base, I also used some of my eyeliner to kind of flake it out. And then I used this brush like that, and then I was flicking it and kind of blending it to before it had dried. And then I just took the black eyeshadow and then I colored it like that, pero hump, pero okay. Now next, for the next thing that I put on my eyes, okay, so notice down here in the photo that you can see my real eyebrow, And this is the reason why I made that a little bit darker blue, because in the filter it doesn't really cover your whole brow, it just makes it darker. So that's exactly what I did. I made a really dark blue like that. Then on the inner corner it's like a light pero seafoam green, and I also put that on my inner corner like that. And this doesn't have to be fucking perfect because the filter wasn't perfect, okay, mija? I know I'm perfect, but the filter was not perfect. So just kind of slap it on, to be honest. For the white, it was literally for the blue also, the structure needs to be pero across, pero a line, okay, like kind of like the line you don't want to cross with me. Then you put the white on top, and that's basically it, mija, for the eyeshadow. Another thing, that if it looks a little wacko on the side, because I know you bitches are a fucking hot ass mess, you need to clean that, okay? Clean that with foundation. Say it with me. Para me, for me, foundation. Going to clean that. Then for the bottom of my eyes, I went in with some black eyeliner again, okay? First, you could put it in your waterline all pretty like a fucking princess, but then you gotta go crazy because you want an eyeliner, you know, that says I'm a badass bitch, but also like, hey vato, hit me up. But you know, for this look, I'm gonna go for more with like, fuck with me, I'll shoot up your street. So I just went crazy with the black eyeliner like that, and once it was kind of colored in, I just went in with the brush and just, you know, smeared it, make sure it was real colored in. Then for mascara, I'm trying out this new well, not new, but no for me. I use the Smashbox X-rated one. It's actually really good. I like that it's twisty like that. And I put that on my bottom eyelashes. Pero aquí, aquí. And then I let that dry. And next I put on lashes. I don't know if you cholas can see them, but I used the Cristina lashes in pero number 747M and black. Okay, Cristina lashes are only like $1.99. And I got them from my local chinita store. If you live in the hood, you probably have a local chinita store, so go there. But make sure you're asleep because, you know, you don't want nobody to be mean to you. And that's pretty much all I did while you guys weren't watching and while the camera was off and when I thought it was on. Now moving on to foundation. So for my weapon of choice, I'm going to be using the Giorgio Armani. And I really like it because I feel like Giorgio kind of sounds like a good Hispanic name. Like if I ever had a mijo, my first mijo would be named Giorgio and maybe the second mijo Armani. We already primed our faces earlier, so my skin is feeling radiant and smooth, even though it looks like I have rosacea. Next, we're doing a couple pumps, pero like that. And I'm just gonna be dotting on my face, mija. Nothing special. So once you have your dots on, take your sponge, okay, your $25 sponge, and you're just gonna pat it like that. Oh, watch out for your hoop, mija. Seriously, these hoops are irritating my ears. I really wear earrings only when I have to fuck up a bitch in the barrio. And watch out for your beautiful brows that we worked really hard on, that are actually really close to your hairline. You don't want to get your beautiful brows. Okay, so I'm just gonna look back at my reference photo because that's what you should be fucking doing. And now we're just going, she did have a little bit of highlight, I see that, and I ain't mad at her. So I'm gonna be taking NARS in custard, if I even have any more left in this little stupid bitch. This is what happens when you go the cheap way. You're trying to get that little sample that's in the line when you're waiting to pay at Sephora, and guess what, it lasts you for like 2 weeks. But I'll tell you what, I am going to buy the full size because I love this. Little highlighting. You don't have to go crazy, mija. Okay, especially if you're gonna be in Halloween at a party, drunk off your ass in the dark, fucking sleeping in the corner because your vato left you because you were making a dumbass of yourself. And maybe a little bit of bye-bye under eye. Adios, mija. And better blend that out. Okay, so I'm just going to be taking some translucent powder. Okay, mija, we're on to our last steps. So also in the filter that I saw, we do have a little bit of rosy cheeks. So I'm going to go with the Chola's all-time favorite, CoverGirl, in the color, it doesn't even say that shit, but it looks like this, and it's really pink. Lila. And I don't think I even have a blush brush because that's not really what I do. And you're going to make a face like, yeah, right, bitch, trying to fuck my man again and see what happens. Okay, and then go like that. And you don't want to look like a clown. You want to look like rosy. Basically, like you're ready to procreate. And for you cholas that don't know what that is, that means mating, okay? And now for the lips. In the filter, they had more like a fuchsia lip on the bottom, but I got a little bit darker. So I'm actually gonna just do fuchsia and then, you know, contour it myself. So, by the way, cholas, this color is called magenta. Now for lipstick, I'm gonna be going in with this Flara Fabulous by MAC as well. Now because I do in the filter, it gets a little bit black on the sides, I guess I'm gonna do that. By the way, I'm just taking a little bit of black eyeshadow to do this, okay? So nothing crazy. Okay, mijas, so for the rest of my lips, the black shadow was not working and it was making me look like a crazy ass bitch, which I normally look like, but in a good way. So I decided to go in with my Inglot 77 gel liner. It looks a little something like this. It comes in a little cute pot. Ain't nothing special though, mija. And then I outlined my lips with that and just, you know, kind of retouched up. Okay, because so that is the finished look. This is the finished look. Actually, I guess it wasn't really that hard, to be honest, because, you know, everything's easy for me because, you know, I'm the baddest bitch there ever was in the barrio. But for you, you might struggle with this look, and that's fine. I don't really care that you struggle, but it's fine, I guess. I just want to let you guys know that I'm so happy that you guys came back to watch this video. If you have any moms that used to be cholas, I'm sure they would think that this video is, you know, very nostalgic for them and that they're really gonna enjoy it. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment box below. Also, if you actually like this tutorial, which you probably did because this is probably the best thing you ever seen, give me a thumbs up, whatever the hell that means, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you haven't, then why the hell are you here? Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully I don't get locked up before my next tutorial because, you know, the streets are hot right now. And in the barrio, I had been running shit, but then some dumbass bitch came up with, you know what, I'm not even gonna get into it. But let's just say, watch your back, mija, and you know who you are. Anyways, see you guys next time. Bye.